Hello, welcome back to my channel again. Welcome back. Now I just want to talk about the reason that I will not be doing celebrity gossip to build my channel. So many people tell me, if you just do celebrity gossip, your channel will just, that's how you get it going. That's how you, welcome to, I can't tell who's in the room, but I could tell that somebody's in here. I don't go live enough to be able to measure. Can you maybe say something in the comments so I could see who's here? If not, that's okay. But I could see that one person is in. I don't know. But anyhow, I've been told several times that, you could just, that's a quick way to build your channel just by doing celebrity gossip. And the reason why I'm not interested in doing that is because that's just not what I believe in. I don't believe in highlighting people's wrongs. I don't believe in making people feel bad or embarrassing people or revealing things about people. I'm just not into that kind of thing. So to me, there is no win if I gain a bunch of followers about that. I want my people to be my people, and my people will come eventually if that's what's meant to be. But I believe in edification. And meaning that I believe in uplifting people. I believe in helping people grow and revealing things that might be useful, things that I found helpful in my life and in myself. That's what I believe in, rather than trying to find ways to just simply get people to watch me. I would love, like I always talk about, I would love to have this booming channel where everything's going good and my voice is blaring because I have so many followers or something like that, but not by any means. I have standards, and I apply them in every aspect of my life. Had I always been this way? No. Took a lot of growing, took a lot of being a woman to get to the point where I realized that just don't want to hurt people anymore. I thank my parents for that. Partly, I have some phenomenal parents who taught me so much. Both of my parents are very, very wise people. I'm so grateful that I had these two people in my life for all the ups and downs. There's plenty of downs that I could say, and there's plenty of ups, and I will always choose to uplift them. There was a time in my life where I just highlighted all their wrongs, but they say that, that's what kids do. They say kids grow up and they tell their parents everything they did wrong. But when you become a woman or a man, you realize that your parents were just doing the best that they could and working with the tools that they had, and simply that. Nothing more, nothing less. Nobody has a child with the intent to harm it or anything like that. So and growing in that way helped me to grow in other ways in life too, in relationships. If someone in my life even wants to do that to me, which I won't say whether or not that can sometimes still be true, but if someone in my life wants to do that to me, I have come to a place where I'm so solid in who I am and so content with being confident in myself that I don't need to do that. I don't need to try to hover over someone else or try to make someone look bad so that I look good, or try to just highlight all the wrongs of someone. It's like, what does that do? How does that help an individual? How does that help? How does that facilitate love in some way? And the reason why that is so important to me is because that keeps your vibration higher. That helps you to manifest the things that you want in life faster. There's a lot of people who feel like you can't just manifest things and this and that, and well, what about God and all this? And I believe that all things are very true and real, but overall, it's no secret that humans have the free will to create. That has always been. And so like I mentioned in the last video, your vibrational frequency is how you easier, how it makes it easier for you to manifest the things that you want in your life. There's a meme that I saw probably on Facebook or somewhere else, but it's always out there, and it says you can't create a positive life with a negative mind. And it's so true. If you're just focusing on all the horrible and crummy things about people, ultimately what cannot go on forever will not go on forever. Things like that don't sustain itself. And even if it sustains itself financially, overall there's going to be some breakdown of the spirit, and I don't want to risk that. I already had a broken spirit before. I already had heartache and worry and guilt and resentment and all those things in life. I don't want to have that. If I could do anything, and there's sometimes, believe me, because I watch television too, there are some burning topics that I feel like, oh, you know what, today is going to be the day. And I have to recalibrate my spirit and say, no, that's not what you're about. You're not about doing celebrity gossip and blowing people out of the water, and especially like some of the channels that I myself watch on YouTube, where I'm like, somebody needs to just let this person know that their research is off and where they're getting these statistics that they keep talking about. But that's not my position. My position is to edify other humans any way that I can, uplift other humans. And that goes in so many ways. That goes to what I try to put out into communities, you know? You have to think about what you distribute to communities, and your community is not just, right where you live at. Just overall to the human community, what are you putting out and why? And I just decided, this is what I want to do with my life. I want to be a being of love, because love is just what saved me. Having understanding and discernment and caring about how others felt really helped me to become a better woman overall in life. It really helped me to focus on my goals, and it really helped me to learn who I was and be proud of myself. So that's why I don't do celebrity gossip. And I don't think that I'm judging anyone who does. I'm like, it's not me judging you if you do that, but it's not the kind of energy I want to bring in my life. I'm not willing to do anything for $1. And I've always been that way. If you ask people who know me personally, there's been things, and I was definitely a hustler at one point in my life, but I've always had standards. I would not do anything for $1. And you have to ask yourself, do you know who you really are? Would you do anything for $1? Would you do anything for $1? And there's people out here who will, lick parts of your body that are just so, intimate and inappropriate if you have the right amount of money. There are people out here who will go to places with you and lay down with you and do things with you if you have the right amount of money. And like I mentioned, it's not a judgment, but in speaking of how I feel about myself, that all wraps around and governs me overall. I won't do anything for $1. I would rather do whatever else it takes to get me to where I need to be, and just have the confidence that I'm going to get there one way or how. Because if you take that shortcut and set your true self aside, I found that when you do stuff like that, you don't feel as good as you can about yourself later on. You still have to undo that, because energy is neither created or destroyed. It's just passed and transferred from one being to the next. And let's talk about that. If you don't believe me, it's the law of thermodynamics. I do have one of my physiology books. Maybe it's in there, maybe it's in my biology book. I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna do another video and talk about that. How energy is not created or destroyed. It's only passed from one being to the next. And like I said, this is not a judgment to anyone at all whatsoever. it's just maybe hopefully an eye opener for you, or it's a ticket for you, or it's the missing piece for you, or it's something that can help you wherever you're at right now in life, something like that. I don't know. But I feel like it's good information, and it helped me to better accept myself and become a better me overall. And it feels much better in the long run when you get things done with the least harm to others. When you're putting back into your community and doing as much as you can that's right, that kind of energy comes back to you in such a better way. So with that said, thank you for watching, and please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Talk to you soon.